Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about Bigy, one of YieldMax's Target 12 ETFs. So here it is on their website. You can see it is the Target 12 fund and it is Big 50. So what that means is they're targeting, large cap stocks. Let's see. Yeah. So they have a select portfolio of 50 large cap companies that they are going to start a position and sell premium against it, and their income that they are targeting is in the name itself, Target 12. So it is their Big 50 option income ETF. We're going to take a look at their holdings today, go through some of their biggest positions, and then just kind of look at the strategies that they're using in order to produce this premium income in their fund. So disclaimer, make sure you're doing a research, go to the website, make sure you're comfortable with investing in this type of option ETF before ever investing. Don't just blindly follow advice on YouTube. Go do your research. Definitely want to just to throw that out there. So coming down here, they do pay monthly, once a month. It looks like typically it's on, the first or second day. I'm sorry, like the third day, the fifth day, the eighth day of the month. So just kind of keep that in mind there. It is a monthly paying ETF. Like we talked about before, it's an actively managed ETF that seeks a target annual income level of 12% and capital appreciation via direct investments in a select portfolio of 50 large cap companies. So that is that. Let's come over to the spreadsheet here. So these are some of the positions. In order to get this, it's at the very bottom of this website. You go all the way down here and you click download all holdings. That'll be a CSV file, and then you can import it to Excel or Google Sheets, however you want to see that. So this looks like it's as of July 7th, which is a couple days in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and hide that column. This is Bigy. Obviously, we know what ETF we're looking at. So cleaning up some of the columns here just to make it a little bit easier. Okay, bear with me, and we'll get back to the data. So this looks like it's just sorted alphabetically. We will update it by the weightings here in a moment. But the first stock that looks like that's on this list is Apple. They hold 3,394 shares. And it looks like they sold 33 covered calls with the strike price of $2.15. So Apple has had a very, very good week, and it could very easily blow past this $2.15. It's currently $213.55. So it'll be interesting to see how they manage this position. Next one's AbbVie. They only have 436 shares, currently 189, and they're selling a 195 covered call expiring July 18th. So it looks like these are all monthly contracts. So that's probably their strategy, just to simplify things. They just sell them 1 month out in advance. Next one is Abbott. Same thing, 424 shares, and they're selling 4 covered calls. Because do keep in mind that every 100 shares that you own, you can sell 1 covered call. So they have 424, so they can sell 4. Adobe does not look like they have 100 shares yet of Adobe, so there's no covered call action going on. AMD, 849 shares, and they're selling 8 covered calls. Strike price 135, and it's currently 137.91. So their calls are definitely in the money here. So they're going to have to manage that position, either take a loss or let their shares get called away. Amgen, 170, they're selling 1 covered call. Amazon, 2,000 shares, they're selling 20 covered calls. Broadcom, 1,100 shares, selling 11 covered calls. We got American Express, Bank of America, Blackstone, Caterpillar, Costco, Salesforce, Chevron. So a couple other ones here. Yeah, so like we talked about, all big, large cap companies. Big 50 as they call it there. So let's go ahead and sort. Let's sort all of these by column I. Sort range. Okay. Sorry, you guys are following the mouse around here. So looks like their top holding is NVIDIA, followed by Microsoft, NVIDIA, Microsoft, Apple. So that's a very popular, if you go out and look at a lot of the S&P 500 funds, those are the top 3 holdings. So pretty interesting. Biggy is following that same strategy. NVIDIA, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon, Meta, Broadcom, Tesla, Eli Lilly, Oracle, JP Morgan, Walmart, Visa, Exxon, AMD, Netflix. Geez, they could have a lot in here. MasterCard, Johnson & Johnson, Costco, Coca-Cola, Procter & Gamble, AbbVie, Bank of America, Home Depot, Treasuries, Cisco, Chevron, General Electric, United Health Group, Philip Morris, Abbott, Wells Fargo, MidExpress, Salesforce, Merck, Texas Instruments, IBM, Amgen, McDonald's, Morgan Stanley. Geez, there are so many holdings. Wow. Intuitive Surgical, Intuit, Pepsi, Caterpillar, Qualcomm, Blackstone. It's a tongue twister. I apologize. ServiceNow. I don't know how you pronounce that. Thermo Fisher, Adobe. Wow. So how many holdings specifically? Looks like 51 stocks that they will minus the treasury. So they have 50 different companies that they own and they're actively selling. It looks like monthly call options on these positions. So apologies for rambling on there, but that is exactly how many positions they have. So coming back to their website, when we talk about this expense ratio, I think that's definitely worth it, right? In my mind, 0.99%. In order to manage 50 holdings and then sell call options every single month, in my personal opinion, I think that expense ratio is definitely worth it, because having to do that yourself would definitely take some time, and you have to value your time for sure. So net assets, definitely not a big fund by any means. They only have $7.47 million assets under management. Currently trades for right under $50 a share, $49.77. So yeah, that's it. Hope you guys got some value from this video. They're targeting 12%. So for every $100 you invest into this fund, roughly $12 will be distributed in the amount of dividends on an annual basis. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Are you a fan of this type of fund that they have? Time will tell. It's still a pretty new fund, right? So they came out on the market on November 20th of last year. They've made 5.96% since then. I believe that's probably not with dividends included. That's probably just solely the NAV. Year to date, 5.3%. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Once again, this is Biggy. This is one of YieldMax's Target 12 ETFs, targeting the Big 50. Let me know your thoughts down below. Is this fund something that you might invest into, or would you rather do this type of management yourself? Going out and picking stocks to sell covered calls on. I would love to hear your feedback down below. For me personally, I think it's a really cool fund. I'm not currently invested into it, but I think if I get closer to retirement, closer to financial independence, it may be a fund I consider. I think 12% is a solid yield, and I would definitely feel very comfortable of not reinvesting those dividends and just living off of that premium every single month. But that's my personal opinion. Definitely not financial advice. Do your own research, make your own judgments, and make your own decisions for your hard money and your investments into the stock market. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Please like, subscribe down below. Stay tuned for more content coming your way. Cheers.